The reason you haven't started anything yet is probably due to one thing: fear. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of your friends and family finding the things that you're doing, and oddly, fear of success. Sounds weird, right? Let me break it down. Fear is just like a chain that holds us back from doing the things that we're meant to do. And I think whatever that thing is, you're called to do it for a reason. You want to do it, but you just never do. And maybe you don't even know what your fear is yet, but once you do identify what the exact fear is, now you can get to work on how to reject that fear. If your friends or family think, oh, that's impossible, that's cringe, he'll never be able to do that, she'll never be able to do that, who cares? If you boil it down, Alex Ramosi has a good method that goes, somebody else's hate is just saying that they don't prefer that you live that way. I probably butchered that a little bit. If somebody thinks the videos that you create is cringe or the thing that you're doing doesn't align with what they want out of you, who cares? One, that's their opinion, and two, it's just a preference. They don't prefer you do that. So it sounds silly, but it's just a preference. And hopefully when you start to see it that way, you understand that that's all it is. Who cares? It's silly. Their opinions do not mean anything. And if you guys are new here, hi, my name is Kyle, and I help people push through mental blocks. I help people with their finances, create better habits, and stay disciplined through every aspect of their life. And I want you guys to look inside of yourself for 2 seconds and think, are you fearing failure? If so, good. What if I told you that failure is the only way to win, and that nobody who's ever been successful has won at every single day in their life before? It just does not work that way. In order to win, you must fail over and over and over and over again. The most successful people in the world, the Elon Musks, the Bill Gates, the Steve Jobs, yes, they have leverage. They're able to utilize programs, systems, other people to do their bidding and to do work that benefits their company. But at the end of the day, they are just able to learn quicker than you and I are because we are just one person. So just know that if you want to go from zero to hero, you have to fail and you have to be okay with that. And really, it's just expectation management at that point. If you have to do a bunch of cold calls, don't shoot for getting 2 people to say yes in a day. Shoot for X amount of rejections. Shoot for 20 people to say no, because every single no just fuels that number. And once you hit 20, you feel like you've accomplished something. But what that's doing in the background is encouraging you to make more calls, which eventually gets you more sales. Some of you might find this part silly, but what if you fear success? What if the version of you that is successful and that wins and that is able to live the life that you truly dream of, what are their exercise habits? How do they treat other people? What do they do differently than you on a day-to-day life? And if you think about that for just 2 seconds, if you compare that person to who you are today, you'll probably feel just a little bit uncomfortable knowing that there's such a vast difference between the 2 versions of you. And that's a good thing because one, we cannot change who we are without first understanding who we are. In order to get from point A to point B, we must understand everything about point A. And then we can finally connect the dots. How do we change everything about point A to get to point B, the person who we want to be? And that version of you, the B, they probably look better, they probably perform better, they probably have better habits than you. It's a completely different life. And they are doing this regardless of how they feel every single day without fail. And it puts you to shame. As humans, we naturally seek comfort. It's easy, it's comfortable, it's something that we want to do. It's feelings rather than logic. I don't feel like going for a run today. I don't feel like going to the gym today. I don't feel like going to bed when I should. And that's easy to do. The thing is, we don't grow in comfortable situations. We must take ourselves out of comfortable situations in order to grow. Think about that. Push aside your fears and blaze down the path that's been called out to you. Ignore the fears completely. Shut them down. They do not control you. You must control your fears in order to go down this path. Once you do that, you will win. I promise you that. Go for it. Good luck and take care.